Hey there, I'm Sarah Gish, and it's a beautiful afternoon here in Houston, Texas. And I wanted to make a quick video just to tell you guys about my event that's happening on Saturday, and that is May 2nd. The event is called From Breath to Breath, Celebrating Life and Death. And it's from 11:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's going to be in the Unity Pyramid. And I thought about doing the video inside the pyramid, in front of the pyramid, but I'd have to get over there and be there. So I just decided I'll show you a pyramid. So you're looking for something that looks like this. Wah. It's at 2929 Unity Drive, and it's part of Unity Church of Houston, and that is near Westheimer and Hillcroft. So if you'll go down Unity Drive, and you'll see a big parking lot with teal flags, look for my Iggy the Igniter art car, and you'll park right there, and the Unity Pyramid will be behind you. So, first of all, this event is in conjunction with a FotoFest participating space show that I have in the Unity Art Gallery. Now, the art gallery is right next to the pyramid in the bookstore building. So, I really would like you to go see that. It's called Ignite Your Life, Honoring the Deceased. And here's a little cheat sheet of everything that, if you go to that website, tinyurl.com/Sarah Gish FotoFest 2026, that will get you to a guide to everything about the show, a video I made of the show, some of the images, and all kinds of things. There's a Spotify playlist that I created called Playing with Death. There's also a YouTube playlist I have called Honoring the Deceased. So all of that information, oh, including my article about the show in FotoFest and Outsmart Magazine, all of that is actually in that link, in that guide. So anyway, so the pyramid event, which is Saturday, May 2nd, From Breath to Breath, Celebrating Life and Death, is all about really, like I said, celebrating life and death. And it's not something to be afraid of. If death kind of freaks you out, there's something for everyone there. We're not getting gross with it. We're just being death positive, which is a new term that to me that I learned recently. But we're all going to die. We're all living and we're all going to die. So we might as well talk about it, enjoy it, celebrate it, and you just dip in as you can. So it starts at 11:30 a.m. with a community BYOL, which is bring your own lunch. And so my idea is for everyone to come together, to celebrate, to be together, to live, ignite your life, which I love to do, and just be together in community. We don't get to do that very often, and the pyramid at Unity of Houston is a great place to just get together and chill. It's weatherproof. It's just a delightful space made of wood. You can look up and see the beams. It all comes to a head in the very top. It's just a beautiful space. So from 11:30 to 12:30 will be our BYOL. Now, from 12 to 12:30, we're going to have a poetry busker, Ugochi Emenaha, and she'll be busking about life and death from 12 to 12:30. So I'm excited about that. She's a wonderful person, very talented poet. And then from 12:30 to 1, I will introduce the event. I will introduce the tables. We're going to have tables set up around the pyramid that will have different self-directed activities. So we'll have one table, we'll have conversation cards that were created by the moth. Another table will have handheld labyrinths, which I'll get to in a minute. While we have those, we have another table which will be about writing your legacy. And maybe even, you could take a moment to visualize how you want to die, what you want. Do you want to die in your sleep? Do you want to die, you know, skydiving? I don't know. But anyway, that is something that you can do there if you want. We'll have a table that where you can make art in the style of Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer is one of the people in my show, and I should say more about my show. It's actually the FotoFest show is about It has 15 people who have died since I started my Ignite Your Life art project. So you'll have to see all about it when you get into the art gallery. So Val Kilmer is in the show, and you can make art in the style of Val Kilmer. I'll have some examples of his artwork, and it'll just be a really great chance at those tables to get creative. And those will be out from 11:30 to 5 p.m., and you can mess around with them throughout the day. And you can also see, as I said, the exhibit throughout the day. And then there are some other scheduled things at, like I said, at 12:30, I'll open the event, I'll introduce everything that's going on, and we'll have a little sing along, which will be fun. And then at 1 o'clock, we will have a beautiful World Labyrinth Day walk with Kathy Whitman Ingram. And she is going to do a walk called World Labyrinth Day Walk for Healing Broken Hearts. And it's going to be beautiful. I'm not even sure what she's doing, but she's a wonderful labyrinth facilitator. She and I have shared a love of labyrinths for a long time. And the first Saturday of every May is World Labyrinth Day. And so we're excited to share that with you. She's going to be doing some really special work on the labyrinth, I should say, play on the labyrinth, and that'll be in one part of the pyramid. And from 1 to 3 p.m., we will have healing service providers as well as a lawyer who can give some just information, not necessarily advice, you don't want to call it that, but just some information about end of life documents. And we will have healing modality providers. So there'll be a massage therapist, Adam Skidmore. We'll have hopefully Sophion Sattva doing sound energy, and then we'll have Debbie Mack doing Reiki. The lawyer is Eileen Allen, and she's fantastic. So all those people will help you out from 1 to 3 p.m. And then at 3 p.m., at 2 p.m., we will have a panel discussion, really just a chat called The Last Breath. And it will be, again, this will be in the front part of the Unity Pyramid. And The Last Breath will be a chat moderated by me with a death doula, Amber Ramirez Hoffman, and a past life regression person expert, Melanie Harrell, and Clay Dipple from Bradshaw Carter Funeral Home. And so it should be very interesting. We're going to talk about the last breath, and actually the title of this whole event, From Breath to Breath, is based on the idea that when you're born, the first thing we do is we breathe, and when we die, the last thing we do is breathe. So it's from breath to breath. So that's going to be the last breath from 2 to 3 p.m. And then from 3 to 3:30 p.m., my friend Sky Shotwell is going to do a interpretive, inspiring dance. And then from 4 to 4:30 p.m., I'm very excited. We're going to have a live harp performance because, after all, angels and harps and death all go together, don't they? So we'll have a live harp performance by Natalie Hoffmeyer, and that's going to be really beautiful. And then at 4:30, Tracy J will kind of take us towards the end with her beautiful bubble meditation that she's well known for. And then I will close it out at 4:45 p.m. and we'll be done. And like I said, you have time to look at my exhibit. That's a FotoFest show, Ignite Your Life, Honoring the Deceased. And you can also just wander around the pyramid and see what activities you want to do. You can get a massage, Reiki healing, all kinds of things. So it's going to be a wonderful afternoon. You can drop in, you can stay the whole time. We are recommending a $10 love offering if you can do that. If not, don't let it keep you from doing that. Don't let it keep you away. And I just wanted to say one thing. I sat here purposely so it looks like the tree is growing out of my head, because that's where we come from. We come from nature and trees. So I am wearing my bracelet, which is Commune. It's from my Ignite Your Life art project. I don't know if you can read that, but anyway, that's what I plan on doing myself during the event. And also, I did a a labyrinth walk, just kind of meditating on this event and setting an intention for it. And labyrinths have 6 petals that you can work with. You can come up with words for those petals. You can do whatever you want. I came up with 6 words, which I'll show you really quickly for the event. So the first one is healing. The second one is, and these are things that we'll get out of the day on Saturday, loving, connecting, learning, creating, and nurturing. And I'm really glad we're ending on nurturing because to me, that's what this whole event is about. It's about nurturing yourself, nurturing your community, just taking some time out to breathe, to be calm. You can even, bring your yoga mat if you want and just lie down, bring a pillow, bring pillows, and just enjoy yourself. So please join us for From Breath to Breath, exploring and celebrating life and death on Saturday, May 2nd, 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm sorry, 11:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Unity of Houston Pyramid. Dun, da, da. Look for this off of 2929 Unity Drive. And as I said, the it's going to be a really beautiful, nurturing event. And I look forward to seeing you there. Thanks.